breaks and stuff, and you could say it was storm damage, but when you get up here to see from it just being up blowed over, this thing is actually twisted. Bigfoot experiment here. Classic X structure here. Both trees has just been pushed over. You can see it comes up and makes the X and down. All right, and tell them about where you was at over at Logan's, or where you and Logan was standing, and what we're fixing to do.
We're fixing to go back to our previous investigation areas where I was with Logan on the cliffside off a flat rock and
when they get in position, I can figure out where the tree is from them. All right, howdy folks. We're out here at near Turner's Bend. And I would say this is the spring investigation, but we done did one investigation this year. This is just a follow-up investigation we're going to do near Area 2 and some Campbell Cemetery area. That's a blooper right there if I ever heard one. But anyway, Campbell Cemetery area.
You can edit that out.
Yeah, I can edit it out. We're fixing to get a testimony here from Frank McGuire, and I'm going to flip the camera around, and Clint Holloway's here too, so you might get part of him in the video here. He might have something to comment too. I'm here with Thomas, Marcus, and Sean over there. We're here at Area 2 doing a preliminary investigation to be sure there's still activity here. We've already had children playing down here in the holler, or at least that's what it sounded like. You couldn't understand the words they were saying, but it's 30 degrees and they were playing all over this holler, and it's 11 o'clock at night. That's awful strange. Look up in the right hand corner of this screen. Marcus hears something and he'll fix to start shining light. What is this? That blob moving around. I'll replay it here and slow it down and see what you see. This was taken with just a cell phone, so no really good night vision, but it's definitely something moving around here in the right hand corner of this screen. Okay, I'll let it play through at normal speed now, and y'all can see all what happened here. Alright, it's Saturday morning the next day. It was strange last night with all them kids playing. We heard one whoop and they just shut up. Well, now we're here at Area 2 and this is the first thing we get out and see. This is kind of amazing. We're here in an area we call Area 2. This is different from the last time we was here. Yeah, I mean, we call tree breaks and stuff, and you could say it was storm damage, but when you get up here to see from it just being blowed over, this thing is actually twisted and then pulled over. I mean, it's pretty obvious. There's activity in the area and back in Area 2 again. I don't know if I can get good video to show it or not. There it is, though. Near OR. And this is just right across the road from that tree bend and break there, and this is just right out in the woods from there.
Yeah, this wasn't here back in May.
Definitely a square area. It's weird how they're all, one's laid one way, one's laid the other way, and laid back around. It makes a perfect long rectangle. That's what it makes. And other areas we found spots that was like this, but on a larger scale, but maybe even up to like a circle, but we'd call it a playground area. You put a little one in, they know, like a playpen, don't get out past that.
One thing that I don't get though is this isn't by accident. There's two trees on this side and two trees on this side, and they're both going in like that to make an arch.
Yeah,
that is.
I didn't even notice that, but yeah.
There's two right there, two on that side, two on that side, and two in the middle. Well, three in the middle. Standing.
Definitely makes a perfect arch all the way over to there, over this little area right here.
A canopy, so if anything flies over, they couldn't see what.
Couldn't see it, and it also, if it's summertime or whatever, it'd be shaded.
Yep. Very peculiar.
Very peculiar, and about a 1 in a million shot that happened just naturally.
I don't believe that bunch in South Arkansas says arches are portals.
I don't.
I think she's going off the deep end.
I don't know. I just know it didn't happen naturally.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey guys, look at this over here behind us. This is a neat structure too. I'll pan around here and we'll look at it. It's a nice bowl.
Cedar trees.
Got a neat structure bend here. Someone just passing by would say, well, that's storm damage, but you get to looking closer. Okay. This one just fell over that way. This one has the bend. There's one from the opposite way that's pushed down and leaning up onto it. Well, that's all here or there. You could rationalize, maybe storm damage or whatever. There's a smaller one that's broke, that's wove in. And now look at this one. There's one right here that's placed into here, and it has no roots damage or anything. It's been brought here and laid into this. Just interesting, and then mathematically it's highly impossible that this just occurred. The original one, maybe, the big one that's older here, but usually an older one will break. This was pushed over out of the ground and got stuff wove all in it. It's my opinion. Y'all can look at it for yourself. I got it videotaped here and see what you think. And then we keep moving up the road, and this is what we find. Man, this is amazing X structure here that we found. Got the classic X structure here. Both trees has just been pushed over. You can see it comes up and makes the X, and down, and they're wove into each other. And it's just pushed that way. Well, we're fixing to head on down by the waterfall and then on to the caves and see what me and Sean and Marcus and Thomas can find down there and see any new evidence. So if we see if we can have a full-scale investigation around here.
Kind of like, reminds me of that place we found
Several places to just sit and hide. And over there's the cave that goes all the way through that Marcus and Matthew found. We're going to work our way on down and try to get to the bridge that Anthony showed us about.
I think that maybe.
Yeah, we got the one impression. It's all starts right here where the hill and it comes up and the toes. And got the other one. It's right here that it was standing. Look, going that way or stop looking up there.
Well, that's big. That's 10, 12 foot.
Yeah.
I'm talking 800 to 1,200 pounds.
I could see a dark cave back there where I was at. Now I'm up there, I can't see it.
That's one right up there on that side of that ridge. It looks like a hole one on the side there somewhere. That might be another print there. I don't know. Like some kind of indentation went.
Yeah, possible.
Whoa. The grass is clearly pushed down here.
That's what I was going to say. I wonder we'll walk over between them two rocks where that tree's at. That's a perfect.
The trail line.
Trail line goes right up to the.
Yeah, right through those where those limbs are. Goes up the side of that. And then up through there, I bet. These limbs here, both right?
Yep.
See that?
Fresh break.
Yep.
Where'd they come from though?
Looks like one broke off right here.
Top of the tree too.
Yeah.
It's broke down.
Before I walk.
Yeah, it's hard to get used to doing that.
Yeah.
I don't know, but this would be a perfect place to watch everything.
Yeah. I think you set up a base camp like right at the top of one of these ridges one night, where you could see down all in here.
Here.
If you wanted to catch something, I bet that'd be the place to do it.
Let's go back over and check out that trackway and that top where that tree's broke out, Sean. Yeah, I'll get.
Here, let me get out of your way.
I took a picture of the track back here and we followed a trail up to here. Now, like I said, this is an area 2. We're just going to let y'all be the judge of it, see what y'all think. Found a broke limb on the ground. The ground's all push down, and from this trail that I just walked. Okay, you come up the tree, there's marks all over the tree. Yeah, you might say that was first sight. Oh, that's just a buck rubbing starting. Possibly, it might just be starting it. I'll give you some more details here in a minute. As you follow up the tree, you find that broke limb off. This is, well, you see the guys in the background there. They're over 6 foot tall, so this is about 8 feet up. That limb's broke off. And look up into the top of the tree. The whole top's freshly broke out of this little tree. Well, in closer inspection, you look at this, it's got marks all the way down this tree where it's either claws or fresh marks. Kind of makes it look right here. It looks like teeth marks. Like it's had 1, 2, 3, and it's just like it took a whole bite out of it. Yes, from there down, a deer couldn't have done that, but I don't see no deer being able to be 7 feet tall and breaking the top out of the tree. And possibly a bear might have bent the tree over and bit the top out of the tree, but these tracks just don't look like bear tracks. And in this general area, and look all up behind us, it's all a mountain with hills and caves. We're gonna do some more investigation and get back with you. Over now. On our way back out of area 2, up there in the cliffs, we found this cave right here that we've stopped at and investigating that. What do y'all think about it?
You getting signal?
Yeah.
In a cave.
Yeah. All kind of, there's definitely something been backing up in there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to get in here and it won't videotape it, but I'm gonna try to take a picture. Well, we headed back from area 2. We're at our base camp now, and right below it here, and we're getting ready to do a little experiment. Doing a little Bigfoot experiment here, or just anything to see what gets these, putting some apples out in one of our active areas, and gonna come back in the morning and see what's happened to it. And we've wedged them on there to where they ain't just gonna fall off or anything, so. We're back here at base camp, and I'm going to try to see if I can have my video camera through the binoculars and show our infrared, or it's infragreen light, and see if we can see anything here in the wood line. We keep hearing noises, and same as last night, we heard noises, and now we're hearing them kids again tonight.
Turn off your phone light.
Did you hear that?
We got a stroke down there. We also got a stroke right over here. Facing back up the direction. About 5 feet from there. Hamworm with the feet on.
Unless you're walking around, it don't smell that hot. But the minute you step, it gets got contact.
where it's just over side.
Yeah. I tell you what,
We keep hearing something out in the woods here around base camp. Every time we turn the light on, though, it quits moving and can't hear nothing.
19 years old. Electric stuff. Hello. Yeah. Oh, chronic kid. So we hunted and fished all the time. Kids kept freezers full of squirrel, rabbit, deer, wood duck, fish.
Whatever jumped in front of you when you went in the woods that day.
That's where we were.
Nah,
Well,
not most places.
we thought that was the greatest thing on earth. We all had that snow. And it didn't say warning like usually.
Oh man, it'll shock you.
We
We're down here below base camp, and we're checking the area out, looking at how big the valley was where we heard them what sounded like kids playing in the middle of the night, about 11 o'clock at night, and it's 30 degrees. We're looking at that, and we've decided we've seen enough evidence and heard enough evidence that we're going to come back December 11th and 12th and bring other Bigfoot groups and do a more intensive investigation. See you then.
I brought my
So
We're live here at the 2021 fall investigation,
we found
setting up camp.
Civil War town.
Be going to
Back in the middle of nowhere. And there was a
investigation area later this evening.
30 highway.
We've got
31 goes
probably
like this, and it goes all the way around.
15 people.
Comes up in the
We'll keep y'all informed on
triangle.
what happens tonight, and
Road, nothing on it.
y'all have a good evening. Talk to you later.
And that's where we were at. We were up on top of what they call White Rock Mountain over there. And we found that
I just locked myself in here. Isn't that what she said, hon?
that truck's been parked up here. That's why I took my parking spot. That's mine. That's backed right in here.
And you blocked me in.
I know. I believe in getting out first.
Oh, Neil will be the last one out.
No, Neil was in line for second.
Not necessarily. As soon as you start taking off and you ain't in his truck, time my truck's fired up, I'll be right here.
I'll tell you what, my friend. It's like
Are
this.
you actually gonna go walking in the woods with
They
him?
come down here. No way we're gonna get out here.
It's saying subject is too.
All right, we're here fixing to do the night investigation in Area 2 and divide up and leave some here at camp and then head off in different directions, see what we find. Well, we're going to head off up the road that leads to the creek and where we've had good Bigfoot sign and action. We'll see what happened. Been hit with infrasound.
Neil.
And Neil. So it's just us four. So
You give me one other person, man, I'll go all over this place. I ain't scared of nothing.
I ain't either, but
I'm not scared.
some of the shit that I've been in, I'm not scared of it either.
If I can get a shot off, I know I can take it down.
My job with Marines was recon, so recon, you had to be real quiet to get in there and see what you was looking for, and if you was detected, your mission failed. So,
I think you're gonna be more back that way though, Wendell. On the other side of that creek where we walked across, all up in them rocks and
up
stuff.
in that rocks, yeah.
Yeah.
But that's where the corridor goes to. Remember, I
It
told
makes a
you
big circle.
it makes a circle around the mountain.
So we can follow this whole road and go back.
This road don't, but the corridor
the
does.
trouble is, the lower you get, you know, that predators stay high. Predators stay high. Lower we get, it's okay.
That was crazy. We just had two owl sounds, one up by Darren, and then it made another sound, and then one down by us. But you could definitely tell it wasn't no owl, and especially when the one took off running down by us, and Darren was up there in the woods by himself in the dark, about 15 foot from Sasquatch. Unfortunately, for some reason, the audio on this video clip here didn't play or didn't record. This is after the night we had in Area 2. When we first got there, we had activity in the trees above us, off in the holler. Part of the group stayed at the vehicles, and then me, Darren, Clint and Sean went down the road, and y'all saw the video of that, of us doing a night investigation there. While we was there, Darren took point. He had the best night vision. He was probably 50 yards from me and Clint. He had done started up the hill, and when he had heard what sounded like a hoot owl, then a second hoot from that direction, but much deeper and all messed up. About that time, he started headed toward it, and me and Clint was down below the hill with our lights on, and we had a hoot that was kind of went whoop, and then took off towards the other one where it done move, but was moving when Darren was there from him, about 15 feet from him. And this next part of the clip, Darren tells about it. Sorry for that this didn't record. Should be recorded.
As I was saying, I was out on was coming along two roads, right and left, walking up a service road. Like I said, I don't like to use lights. I like to walk in the dark. And come around a little bend, and owl hooted about 15 feet from me. Very, very loud. I followed 15 seconds by another owl hoot, but it was a bad imitation at an owl hoot. It really didn't even sound like one. About 15 seconds later, about 40 yards down, another bad imitation of an owl hoot. So You know, when we pretty much wrapped it up and came back and what have you.
Yeah. And we're planning on doing a day investigation there and go further into the area and then do a night investigation in the same area, in area 2. We'll be back with you and tell you what we find. All right, we're back out here in area 2 and we're checking on trying to see how the height of the whatever the image that looked like Sasquatch that me and Stephen James saw on night vision. We're out videotaping the area where me and Stephen James we didn't video, we had night vision on whatever Logan and Matthew was sitting up there on a rock behind where Clint's at now. What we're calling a Bigfoot, whatever the image was man-shaped, and it went from where, let's see if I can, there you can see him. They're measuring right now what the deal is, and he's got his tape 6 foot. We're out videotaping the area where me and Stephen James, Marcus and Sean is over there, and they've estimated that the height of the image that me and Stephen James saw was around 7 foot tall. And Dale's down in the valley here, and he's radioed back that he's found a cave. And I'd originally thought the Bigfoot run down the bluff line and run into the creek and down the creek, but now that cave is right below where we saw the image, I think it went into this cave right here. They're measuring right now what the deal is, and he's got his tape 6 foot. Got a track. We're trying to figure out which way that it would have went from here. Got a series of tracks that come from up there, and from the ridge line there's a spot to just hide in and watch.
I can see over there. Right down there should be a good place to find a fan staying in the creek.
This is one of the tracks that we found, and the rest of the group today just looked around area 2 and searched for more tracks and more evidence. camera on here and videotaping this area that we come up. We got 2 members that follow the trackway, and they're on the trail of it. But look at this 1,000,000 to 1 tree structures here. And the reason I say it's 1,000,000 to 1, I'm trying to be careful. Oh yeah, there's definitely tracks here all over. About 18-inch tracks. See in the background the tree that's broke one way. These trees arch over, come all the way back over into the ground. Nothing is broken, and 1,000,000 to 1 chance that storm damage is going to go 2 different ways, even on them 2 trees. But then you take, there's a tree that's pushed in it. And I'm not even sure it's pushed in. It may be brought in. I'll get over in a minute and see, but it's laid up on it. Then from the opposite side, there's 2 trees that's stacked up on it. And then one that's on the inside, I know that's still in the ground. It's woven into them. I'm gonna move up closer now and point out this one track here. Go here, it comes all the way over to here. And I didn't got my tape measure, but I'm saying that's 18 inches from the end of the heel here to the big toe print here, and they're just scattered all through this area. What would this be? I don't know. Why would they use this? Far-fetched to say. Some say they're ritual areas like we'd have as church. It's not a structure as far as staying in, I wouldn't think. But I'm gonna walk around it here and try to avoid the tracks. There's so many of them on the ground. See if I can get different views of this for y'all as I walk. '22 is going to be an exciting year for the Arkansas boys, the Arkansas Bigfoot Cartel, Arkansas Bigfoot Hunting Club, and reporting Bigfoot groups. We're going to be headed all over Arkansas, checking out new leads and returning to a couple of hot spots we've been before, like the Sycamore National Forest, the Turner's Bend area. And we're going to be in central Arkansas in a couple of new areas. Stay tuned. Be on the watch out for Foukelore episode 9 in 2022.